Have you ever wondered what really happened to Amelia Earhart, the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean? The enigma of her disappearance still baffles us today. Amelia Earhart, a woman of courage, determination, and pioneering spirit, aimed to conquer the skies. Yet, on a fateful day in 1937, she vanished without a trace during her daring attempt to circumnavigate the globe. A mystery that continues to perplex and captivate us. Join us as we unravel the events leading up to her mysterious disappearance. Amelia Earhart's love for aviation was not sudden, it was a passion that gradually took flight. Born in the heartland of America, Kansas, in 1897, Earhart was a spirited child, curious and adventurous. Yet, it wasn't until she was in her 20s that her love affair with aviation began. In 1921, she took her first flight in an open-cockpit biplane, and the experience was transformative. The moment she was airborne, she knew she had to fly. Her fascination quickly turned into obsession, and she began to dedicate her life to the skies. Earhart took flying lessons from Netta Snook, one of the few female flight instructors of the time. She worked multiple jobs to afford her lessons, and soon enough, her dedication paid off. By October of the same year, she was a licensed pilot. From there, Earhart's career soared to incredible heights. She set numerous records, including becoming the first woman to fly solo above 14,000 feet in 1922. But her most remarkable feat came in 1932. Amid swirling winds and icy conditions, Earhart embarked on a daring flight. She became the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. This monumental achievement brought her international fame and solidified her status as a pioneer in aviation. Yet Earhart was not one to rest on her laurels. She continued to push the boundaries of what was deemed possible. She set speed records, she wrote books, she advocated for women in aviation, and she inspired countless others with her courage and tenacity. Amelia Earhart was more than a pilot. She was a symbol of the indomitable human spirit, a testament to the power of ambition and resilience. Her passion for flight was not merely about the thrill of speed or the allure of heights. It was about breaking barriers, defying expectations, and reaching for the stars. But her ambitions didn't stop there. She had her eyes set on even greater heights. In 1937, Earhart embarked on an ambitious journey, a circumnavigation of the globe. A feat that had never been attempted by a woman, it was a journey laden with challenges and uncertainties. The first hurdle was the choice of aircraft. Earhart opted for a Lockheed Electra 10E, a robust twin-engine plane that could withstand the rigors of a long-distance flight. She christened it her flying laboratory. With a crew of 2, the Electra was modified to accommodate a large fuel tank, increasing its range to over 4,000 miles. The next challenge was the route. Earhart's plan was to fly east to west against the Earth's rotation. This unconventional choice was a strategic one. It allowed her to take advantage of the prevailing winds and currents, which could potentially save fuel and time. Her route was meticulously planned, with stops in South America, Africa, India, Southeast Asia, and Australia, before the final leap across the Pacific. The Pacific crossing was the most daunting part of her journey. It was the longest overwater leg of the flight, with the vast expanse of the ocean providing no landmarks for navigation. To aid her, Earhart enlisted the help of Fred Noonan, an experienced navigator known for his expertise in celestial navigation. Earhart knew the risks that lay ahead. She was venturing into the unknown, pushing the boundaries of what was possible. But she was no stranger to adversity. She had faced it time and again throughout her career, breaking barriers and shattering glass ceilings. Her preparations were meticulous. Every detail was considered, every contingency planned. She was aware of the risks, but she was also confident in her skills and her aircraft. Her determination was unwavering, her spirit indomitable. The stage was set for the greatest adventure of her life. The world watched with bated breath as Earhart and her trusty Electra prepared for the journey. On the map, the flight path stretched out, a thin line tracing her ambitious journey around the globe. With everything set, Earhart and her navigator Fred Noonan took off on the morning of July 2, 1937. As Earhart and Noonan approached the most dangerous leg of their journey, things began to take a turn for the worse. Amelia Earhart and her navigator, Fred Noonan, were seasoned aviators. They had flown countless miles, braved innumerable storms, and defied the odds in a world that often doubted their capabilities. Yet, as they neared their target, the tiny speck of land known as Howland Island, in the vast expanse of the Pacific, the challenges mounted. Their last known communications paint a picture of mounting tension. Earhart's voice crackled over the radio, talking to the ground crew stationed on the USS Itasca. She reported overcast skies and heavy clouds. She was low on fuel, and visibility was decreasing rapidly. Her words echoed the grim reality. They were flying blind in a vast and unforgiving ocean. The ground crew on the Itasca strained to maintain contact, their responses swallowed by the static. The ship's radio operators sent out a constant stream of signals, hoping to guide the aviators in. They fired off rockets, their bright flares piercing the sky, a beacon of hope in the encroaching darkness. Yet, despite their efforts, the connection between Earhart, Noonan, and the ground crew was precarious at best. Radio signals faded in and out. Instructions were lost in the ether. The weather, once just a challenge, now became a formidable adversary. Earhart's final transmission was fraught with urgency. She relayed their coordinates, estimating they were in the vicinity of Howland Island. The ground crew scrambled to respond, but their message was met with silence. The distance, the weather, the dwindling fuel, all these factors conspired against them. And just like that, the voice of Amelia Earhart, a voice that had once resonated with confidence and determination, was lost. The static over the radio gave way to a deafening silence. The frantic calls from the Itasca went unanswered. The rocket's flares flickered out, their light swallowed by the vast, indifferent ocean. And then, silence. Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan were never heard from again. Following Earhart's disappearance, an extensive search operation was launched. The US Navy and Coast Guard initiated a massive hunt, employing countless ships and aircraft in a sweeping search of the Pacific. Yet despite their best efforts, no trace of Earhart or her navigator, Fred Noonan, was ever found. The official stance? They had run out of fuel and plunged into the Pacific. This conclusion, however, did not sit well with everyone. Over the years, numerous theories have surfaced, each attempting to explain the fate of the pioneering aviator. Let's delve into a few of the most intriguing ones. The crash and sink theory is the most widely accepted. Supporters of this theory believe that Earhart and Noonan, unable to locate Howland Island, their next stop, ran out of fuel and crashed into the open ocean. The vastness of the Pacific and the lack of substantial wreckage have made this theory difficult to prove. On the other hand, the castaway theory suggests that Earhart and Noonan, after failing to find Howland Island, landed on the uninhabited Gardner Island, now known as Nikumaroro. Proponents point to a number of artifacts recovered from the island, including a woman's shoe, a sextant box, and even human bones. However, definitive proof linking these items to Earhart remains elusive. Then, there's the spy theory. Some speculate that Earhart was on a covert mission for the US government to spy on the Japanese in the Pacific. When her plane went down, so the theory goes, she was captured by the Japanese and died in their custody. While intriguing, this theory lacks solid evidence and remains largely discredited. Despite countless efforts and investigations, the mystery of Amelia Earhart's disappearance remains unsolved. Each theory offers a tantalizing possibility, but until definitive proof is found, the fate of Amelia Earhart will continue to be one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. Amelia Earhart's legacy continues to inspire people around the globe. A pioneer in aviation, her audacious spirit and unwavering determination broke barriers, not only in the sky but on the ground as well. Throughout her life, Amelia embodied the essence of courage and adventure. Her achievements in aviation, from her first transatlantic flight to her daring attempt to circumnavigate the globe, set new standards in a field predominantly dominated by men. But Amelia was more than a trailblazer in the sky. She was a beacon of hope and empowerment for women everywhere, advocating for equal rights and opportunities at a time when such notions were revolutionary. Her life's journey, as we've traced in this exploration, is a testament to her relentless pursuit of dreams and the indomitable human spirit. From her early days as a nurse's aide during the First World War, to her monumental flights that etched her name in the annals of history, Amelia Earhart's story is one of resilience, determination, and unyielding bravery. The circumstances of her disappearance may remain shrouded in mystery, a puzzle that continues to intrigue and baffle us. Yet, despite the unknowns, one thing is certain: Amelia Earhart's legacy transcends her disappearance. Her life and accomplishments continue to inspire generations, challenging us to push beyond the boundaries of what is known, to seek what is possible. The mystery of her disappearance may never be solved, but Amelia Earhart's spirit and determination will forever soar in the annals of history.